Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast. My name is Todd, and I am the DM of this little adventure we'll go through. Now please meet the players.
Hello, it's your boy, Darren, and I play Celtra, the Drow Artificer.
Steven, I'm playing Karis, the Dragonborn Druid.
Hello. My name is Brittany. I will be playing Lorel, the half-elf paladin.
Hello, my name is Becca, and I'll be playing Mavari, the Tiefling Sorcerer.
Hello, my name is James, and I am playing the Great Sage Tyranny.
Today we're going to be doing a quiz that I believe encompasses this entire party of people. Today we're going to find out which female archetype you guys are. Darren, let's start with you. Pick a planet if you would. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, or Neptune. And then Pluto if you count it, which I do.
That's a toughie because Sailor Venus and Sailor Jupiter are my favorites. So I'm gonna go with Sailor Venus. I like Sailor Venus.
Sailor Venus, you got it. Hey, Steven. If you could take a class on these subjects, which one would you choose? Botany, poem writing, fashion and beauty trends, stand-up comedy, crystals 101, baking, film critiquing, interior decorating, or ceramics.
What? Botany, I guess.
Botany is a good one. That's useful in every situation.
Even
Is
on
this really?
Mars.
Oh, this is Brittany. Brittany, good news. You have a question you're going to love.
Oh, is it? Okay. All right, let's do this.
Pick an animal.
Oh.
Pick an animal. A hummingbird, a horse, a cat, a lioness, an owl, a swan, a bear, a sea turtle, or a bee.
Aw, this is hard. Let me see. It's definitely between the bear, the owl, and the horse. Let's go with bear. I freaking love bears.
I have a question for our animal expert. Does a bee count as an animal?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yes. What would it be?
A fucking insect. They
An
don't count.
insect is an animal.
Yeah, but they're so small. They're minute.
It doesn't matter. Bacteria are technically animals.
You figure with only one.
I'll blow your mind. Yeah.
That's crazy.
You're a plant or you're an animal. Or, I mean, like, there is another category which kind of sits outside of all of them. But that's not the point right now. The point is that, like, so, yeah, they're
All right.
bees
So,
animals.
Becca, this is going to get complicated, which is fun. There is no words, so we're going to go to the imagination station. Select a landscape, and there, for the viewers or listeners, there is like a canyon with a river and some wooded areas. There's a plains with one dying fucking tree. There is... What the hell is that? Becca,
It looks like it's on an ocean.
is that
like
an ocean?
Yeah, it looks like you're sailing in the horizon.
And ocean.
Yeah.
See, what I was going with was a starship going through space, and they had just hit the warp speed. But
Star Ocean.
anyways, what is this? The fourth one is like the sun rising over the ocean, maybe with some clouds. That one's pretty as fuck. The fifth one is like some cliffs on a seaside. The sixth one is a big ass city, metropolitan area. The seventh one is like some hot air balloons over just grass and shit and hills. And then there's some snowy mountains, and then there's a pretty fall forest.
The pretty fall forest.
Okay. Sorry, I had to cough up half my lung, getting some phlegm. Got it.
Good for you.
Yeah, it was fun. All right.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah. All right, James. How do you usually express negative emotions? This is going to be fun. I cry a lot. I journal about my feelings. I vent to my friends or family. I sweat it out with exercise. I listen to music. I try to get some rest. I spend time in nature. I draw how I'm feeling, or I ignore them.
I try to get some rest.
That's probably all you're thinking about.
Currently, yes.
Fair enough. Darren,
Yes.
what's your zodiac sign?
Like my
Figured that should've been
actual
here.
one?
Yeah.
Virgo.
Where are you? There. All right. What the fuck? All right, Steven, we're in Simpletown now. Pick a color: red, green, blue, purple, orange, pink, white, yellow, or black.
Yellow.
Or
All right. Let's see. Brittany,
What's up?
this one's just a little strange. Choose
Oh.
one of these words: inspiration, purpose, passion, movement, challenge, comfort, joy, magic, or tranquility.
I don't know why this question just makes me go ugh.
the last answer is actually glitter.
Stop it. Inspiration, purpose, passion, movement. I'll do tranquility.
Alrighty. Tranquility it is.
Tranquility's eyes are dark.
Becca,
Hmm.
how you doing?
I'm here.
Let's have some fun. Select a historical figure. Rosa Parks, Amelia Earhart. Oh, fuck.
I don't remember her.
Malala Yousafzai. Hell.
Ooh.
What the fuck is that? Does anybody know how to say that name?
You alright? Oh.
You Safari?
Oh, actually, that does sound familiar. All right.
That's Yousafzai? Malala Yousafzai?
Sure. Jane Austen. Maya Angelou.
Yes.
Angelou.
Florence Nightingale. Frida Kahlo. Or
Frida Kahlo.
Caleb. Whatever. Queen Elizabeth II. Or Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Jane Austen, because I like her books.
James, pick a career you think you would be good at. Doctor, journalist, entrepreneur, lawyer, athlete, environmental and scientist, photographer, actor, or designer.
Out of that group, designer.
Well, that's fair enough. There's a lot of things you could design, and you love doing those little miniatures. How many more are there? Oh, this is the last one. You know what? Let's do a vote. Let's do a tallying vote. It's fun to do every now and then. And remember, men, this is for what kind of woman you want to be. All right, everybody, please select your ideal vacation.
Ooh.
Relaxing on the beach in the Bahamas, sightseeing in London, wine tasting in Italy, hiking in Switzerland, strolling through lavender fields in France, getting up close to wildlife in Australia, tasting delicious food in Japan, walking the streets of New York City, or exploring Egypt.
I'm nothing if not a weeby bitch, so tasting delicious food in Nippon.
Getting up close to wildlife in Australia is just asking for trouble. Yeah, I'm gonna say tasting delicious food in Japan.
What?
Same. I want to go to Japan.
But what about Egypt? That's like, come on.
I don't know if I want to go to
Sandy.
Egypt.
It's hot there. It's hot.
What the hell? You're all
Crazy
picking.
people.
It's too
Alright.
close. It's too close to specific regions of the world. I don't want to be.
I'm just thinking about all the cute cafes you can go to in Japan.
No, all the cute cafes and then all
Oh yeah,
the
there's some
different,
cute places to eat. Yeah, you're right.
all the different like street foods that you can try. Heck yeah.
Yes.
I'm more sightseeing in London, personally.
Steven?
Yeah. What
What do you got?
say you?
I like hiking. Hiking in Switzerland is my number one. Well, actually, I don't like hiking. I like Switzerland, but not hiking. So Japan, I'd probably say yes, just because it's on my bucket list to go to like some dingy back alley ramen shop in Japan.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say diaper cafe.
Darren.
Oh.
I don't know if you can find those in a dingy place. That sounds like it requires a lot of maintenance.
Probably.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, just like ramen place where the guy doesn't care too much about the restaurant. He just wants to cook, and that's good.
Ugh.
I want to go to a cute cafe.
All right.
I've heard from people that have done that is the best thing to do.
That's the best thing to do anywhere. Them holes in the wall where you look like you're more likely to get stabbed than served a delicious meal is where you will be finding delicious meals.
And then getting sick.
And then get stabbed, yeah.
Yeah, this is just weird. Okay, so we're going with tasting delicious food in Japan. Now, Darren, James, Steven, let's find out what kind of woman y'all are.
Yeah.
You're the mother.
That makes
Pretty
sense.
sure very A-cupped.
That makes sense.
Whether you are actually a mother or not, you are
I'm not.
someone who deeply cares about others and has a nurturing energy that helps bring any creation to life.
This is such a woman thing. I don't know. I don't know why. This quiz just makes me go, oh, for God's sake. By giving me the planets, something that you like to do, an animal, a picture, a word, some colors. Yeah, you're a mom.
I don't know what you guys are expecting from a BuzzFeed quiz.
I mean, I know that. I mean,
Answers
that you're
to life.
100% correct, Becca. But I don't know why I feel.
You can expect nothing and still be disappointed.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
everybody talks shit about BuzzFeed. It don't fucking matter. People at BuzzFeed talk shit about BuzzFeed.
She's right.
Well, we'll see y'all in a minute.
Hello there, my name is Todd, and you are listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast. The Foloi Oak Forest, about 25 miles inland from the Adriatic Sea, is an infamous forest. It is dense with tall, broadleaf oak trees ranging from 49 to 65 feet in height. And these giant trees can live up to 200 years. Ferns grow around these giant trees, and the dense forest floor is made up of deciduous oak fallen from the trees over centuries. This large forest spans over 30 square miles. Deep in this forest was its reason for being infamous. While it was beautiful, and to walk inside its natural foliage was a gift, it was also a trial of survival. Many wild animals called this forest home, but it was also home to dryads, nature folk who used natural magic to protect their territory, and it was home to centaurs. Centaurs are proud and fierce hunters and trackers, often viewing humans as a weaker form of life. The centaurs themselves were half human and half horse. They were said to be the offspring of King Ixion, a king who was the son of Ares, murdered his father-in-law, tried to seduce Hera, the wife of Zeus, and then was cursed to give us the offspring we now know as centaurs. They were powerful, fast, and had many benefits that gave them the perfect gifts for what Zeus wanted to use them for. In exchange for their ever-vigilant watch over a temple in this forest, Zeus would leave them in the forest and only send would-be heroes after them one at a time, and watch over the temple they did. In the forest, in the heart of the Centaur clan, was a limestone temple. Divine magic protected it from natural disasters and decay. The Centaurs created a dangerous reputation for killing all those who would cross into their territory or start to get too close to this temple. Thanks to the Centaurs, no one outside the clan had seen the temple in over 300 years. But even the Centaurs themselves did not know how old the temple actually was. On an early morning, midsummer, the Centaurs stood outside the temple. They were very still. They were standing among the trees and ferns, hands mid-gesture. They may have been talking, picking up hunting or gathering tools, or just going for a walk. However, at this very moment, they were still. The insects created a constant background noise. Birds could be heard talking in the trees, and leaves could be heard rustling from the wind above the forest floor. Over 40 centaurs surrounded the limestone temple. It was only about 20 feet high, and was a simple design of large blocks stacked on top of each other to form a pyramid, with a simple doorway about 7 feet high, but with no door attached to it. On the other side of this temple was a river. It usually flowed through the forest, and a centaur leaned over it with a basket. But today, like the centaur, the river stood still. It did not move, and no fish in it moved either. After a few moments of the winds blowing through this settlement, there was a snapping sound, the sound of a branch snapping as Hyperion stepped up to be beside Kronos in the doorway of this temple. A long blade made of light was being absorbed into Hyperion's hand as he moved next to Kronos. Kronos looked around at the still settlement, then at the door, and stepped in. As Kronos stepped inside the doorway, the river started flowing, the fish started swimming, and the centaur with the basket fell into the river. Centaurs around the settlement started falling. One of these centaurs had wide eyes as he was able to start moving again. He had a bow in his hand, horn at his side, and a distressed look. Age and tough skin showed fear as he started to reach for the horn, started to cry out for Zeus, but no sound came out. An opening was forming on his throat, and blood started to flow. A clean, deep, and seared cut about 6 or 7 inches formed across his neck. His eyes turned red, blood started to flow from his mouth and the wound, and within 3 seconds, this veteran centaur hunter was on the forest floor with his hand on the horn. As Kronos and Hyperion entered the temple, Phoebe came into the settlement, walking slowly. She started rolling centaurs on their side, laying their arms in front of their chest, and fitting 2 abuls in their mouths, a pseudo coin with an insect imprinted on it. These coins have no sign of attachment and are too thin for normal use. She quietly whispered to herself as she did this. The 2 brothers stepped inside this very well-lit temple. Kronos blinked a couple of times as his eyes adjusted. There were more than 20 torches in this room, the size of a small house. There is a line of fire burning on the floor level, a line of fire burning around the room at chest level, and another line of fire burning around the ceiling level. There are 3 barrels of oil off in a corner. There is also a burning pyre in the middle of this temple, but no smoke. Coming out from under this pyre are many vines growing towards the doorway, but they were black and long dead. They both started walking around the temple, putting out torches, and then Kronos starts gathering dirt and putting it on the oil-fueled lines of fire as Hyperion uses dirt to put out the large pyre. After it is dark in the temple, Hyperion uses his light to create a shovel, and he hands it to Kronos. Kronos steps back outside the temple and starts digging a trench from the river to the temple. As he is digging, there is a large crashing sound as Hyperion flies from the ground and up through the roof, flooding the temple with light. Then he glides back down and starts clearing away debris. It doesn't take long for a divine being to dig a trench, or to clear away limestone rocks from a caved-in ceiling. After about 10 minutes, the brothers knock down and clear the temple wall between the river and the inside of the temple. Then they sit, and they wait. The water flows into the center of the temple, and the sun lights up the ground where a pyre once burned. After a few hours, the soil soaking up water and sunlight is starting to fall away. Like a cavern built under the ground, dirt, water, and light begin to sink and fall away until there is a large opening in the ground about 6 feet across. Large brown vines slither up and out of this pit and slither around as if sensing the area around the hole. After the vines appear satisfied, a woman is lifted up by the vines and onto the temple floor next to the brothers. A tan woman wearing green leather with a leaf style stands before the brothers. She was barefoot, had green leather greaves that were shaped like a leaf, and she wore a top that covered her hands, arms, shoulders, lower chest, and stomach, that fell from there to a green flowing cloth between her legs, as if changing from leather to a cloth material mid-fall. Sharp thorns and leaves came off her shoulders like pauldrons, and only her lower neck and upper chest were exposed. She wore a serious and stern face that was adorned by a very large headdress of leaves and forest foliage. The leaves grew out from her head by almost 2 feet, and the roots buried themselves into her forehead. Her eyebrows could barely be seen as she narrowed her eyes at her brothers. Hyperion and Kronos both stood and smiled. Phoebe entered the temple doorway. The woman turned and lightly nodded her head to Phoebe, and Phoebe did the same in kind. She turned back to Kronos as he started to speak. I am sorry it took me a while to get to you, but the world is different now. You will find a lot of your creations have been cut down in their prime. However, an unnatural evil has entered our world, and the one who imprisoned you must be punished. At this, the woman's stern lips curled up into a smirk.
So the last time you guys were prancing around this little house, which is a very large house, you guys had went into Avernus itself, which was different because some of you, by that I mean 2 of you, started out in the underworld. So you'd been to a type of hell, and then everybody has their different types of hell. Like the hell that Karis knows is a different type of hell than other people would know. Like where people know Avernus or the underworld, he knows, which I believe actually is called hell, but Hel, right?
Elheim, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you guys found yourselves in Avernus, and you killed a demon who was leading some children away from this little house itself, this house of horrors. You started out in its basement, came up from there, and checked a couple of rooms. In the first room, you found yourself in a forest, which was a little confusing there because you ran into a tiger that turned out to be a blade trap, and you also ended up with a unicorn who healed Celtra and then disappeared after saying he wanted to adventure with you. And then Becca went around telepathically finding out where everybody was, avoided some frat boys, and you guys freed the children who were being led away into Avernus by some demons. And Karist had looked around there before y'all left, and he saw an iron tower, and he saw also some kind of tower that was far off that looked like a ball at the very top. But then as the demon you were killing cried out for help, this ball dispersed into many, many, many thousands of flying demons that start heading towards y'all before you come back in. And you just shut the door, because that's how that works. You went into another room, which was, again, a forest, and there was a giant in there, an ugly, deformed giant. And I don't think y'all actually found anything out about it, did you?
No.
Not really, no.
No, because we killed it.
Yeah. So so I can't say, hey, why didn't you stop and find out something? Like, question him, because these things, as soon as you get close to the children, like Mavari heard their thoughts. They're there as guards. So when you start getting close to these children, they're out to kill you, no questions asked. Like they are not being like, oh, hey, what are you doing here? They're just they're going to kill you. So unless you are able to restrain them and then question them and then they're honest with you, you're not going to get much. So you got to do what you got to do. Let's see here. So you guys went into, I'm sorry, I don't want to leave out something very important. So coming back from Avernus, you guys were attacked. I don't know if you actually questioned who it was, but Niskita had seen a woman who, with her hand raised, and it looks like she was casting a spell, and she had said that it was a young woman who wasn't wearing much clothes, which was legit. But she had actually started to close in the space around this doorway and put a doorway itself. But through divine intervention of some kind, which Lorel even heard some voices. Brittany, did you take notes on that?
Indeed, I did.
Okay. I was just thinking about that, and I was like, what if she wrote that down?
Yes, I did.
All right. So Lorel heard some voices. Niskita heard some voices. And Niskita, or I think everybody, actually saw some shadowy figure wrap its hand around the mouth of this creature that was closing the door and then pull it into the darkness. So there's a little bit going on there, but so about 20 feet out from this original doorway that led to Avernus, there is light. But other than that, it is completely dark in this place. Except for when you open the door into a forested area, like where that ugly giant was. There was light in there, and then within 5 feet of the doorway. But other than that, darkness. And then before we ended yesterday, Mavari wanted to take the lead because she looks the most demonic. So she thought she would have a good diplomacy record with these creatures. And lo and behold, she did. Because when she opened the door, she was greeted by a dinner table, a very long dinner table. I believe it was about 20 feet long. Yeah, 20 to 30 feet long. There was children sitting around this table. There was food all over the place. There was a gentleman playing the piano to the far right of the doorway. Let's see here. About 25 feet. No, 30 feet. And then about 15 feet from the doorway, there was a woman in a white ball gown playing a harp. And the gentleman at the end of the table, he was a red tiefling. He had horns that were short and go back. He had hair that was shaved on the sides, and it was swept to the right. It was long black hair. He had like a greenish coat on that came up at the top to kind of be fluffed out. And then he had a sword on his side. But he was smiling, and he had yellow eyes, and he looked at Mavari and gestured toward an empty chair beside him on the table, and he invited her to sit down. So let's go from there a little bit, because I want to remind a couple of people of some things, and right now I'm going to put Niskita between Celtra and Lorel to get something out of the way here. But so Mavari stepped into the room, and she saw this. And Lorel started to step into the room with Niskita right behind her. And then they hear something.
Hey, guys? Lorel? Celtra? Where are you guys? No. Hey, no!
And she is between Celtra and Lorel. And Celtra and Lorel, if you follow her voice in this darkness, you can just hear her. And Celtra probably knows what Lorel sounds like because it's more like a clank, 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 clank. It's not quite. But he is... I don't know if y'all can really hear Niskita in the dark because stealth is kind of her thing and what she does. So as she is taken into this darkness, you guys kind of try to follow the sound a little bit and do whatever you want. But you kind of pat the wall, and that's it. Like, you follow her voice, and you end up, touching a wall with nothing there. And you can't see anything. You can just hear Celtra, and then Celtra, you can hear Lorel maybe saying something, but you touch a wall, and there's nobody there. There's nothing. She seems to have been absorbed into a wall by something.
Shit, this again. Wait, so all of this happened just now or before we opened that door?
It happened after you opened the door. Like, Mavari's already in there. She's talking to this guy. You go to follow her in. You hear Niskita behind you crying out. And then you kind of touch the wall where you think she went. And then she's gone.
Okay, well, we have a situation. Kita's missing. Kita's gone. So, damn it.
I think we need to put a leash on her. This happens every time.
This is like the twice this has happened, Celtra.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had a nickel,
You have
I'd
no
have
idea
two.
how
What's a
long
nickel?
she will be gone this time.
What's a nickel?
if I had a gold coin for every time, I'd have 2, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
I know, right? She's the stealthy boy, and she's getting stealthed upon. That's bizarre. Okay, but one thing at a time. Let's go ahead and save the children in here, and then we will go hunting for more children and Kita.
Hopefully, we'll be able to find this by the time we get out.
Yes, indeed. I will look to Mavari. If I am correct, DM, I actually think that me and Celtra actually had our backs up against the wall that the door was on, so no one could see us. So when Mavari walked in, she could do her diplomatization thing. Is that? I swear that was what we were doing, but I could be wrong.
You can go back to that. I was doing that to get rid of Miranda.
Okay, all right. Well, okay, well,
Yeah, I was just getting that out of the way.
okay, all right. Well, then that is what we are doing. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Excellent.
All right, so she's gone. You're over it. Move on. All right.
I won't say over it. I care about Kita.
Yeah, sure. Why not? So Mavari, what do you say? What do you want to do as you stare at your brother that you know is dead? Well,
Mavari isn't
maybe.
speaking. She's staring like, if looks could kill, this man would be dead.
Okay.
He is
And she doesn't
smiling.
speak. She doesn't have very many expressions on her face. So the look of actual like rage is a whole new expression she is sharing.
I can take it. We can see this, huh? I'm not going to say anything, but I'm gonna kind of like look across and look at Celtra and kind of give him like a what gives kind of look. Like, is she
She's
okay?
doing great.
Is she okay?
She's doing great.
Mavari, is everything all right?
I don't know whether to laugh or attack you now.
What?
What did I do?
What are you talking about? We're just whispering back.
He smiles and he's looking at you, just ignoring the people behind you, and he says, Mavari, please, come sit down. Be civilized, sister.
I think that's her brother. I could be wrong.
I have to know. Are you dead as well?
Do I look dead? And he just smiles.
Do I look dead? We both know what happened to me. So if you're here with me, does that mean?
He just smiles and shrugs. I don't know. He pats the table with the chair that's next to him that's empty. He says, maybe it's a vacation. Come, sit. Enjoy some good food.
I would never eat anything you put in front of me.
You're in luck, sister. I didn't cook.
I don't trust anyone under your service.
To be fair,
should
you don't
know
trust
that.
anyone.
He kind of smiles and looks around the table at the children. He's like, nobody here's under my service. We're just enjoying a hot meal. We're all friendly with each other. We're all
Yeah.
good people. Aren't we, Mavari?
Mavari, you okay?
She doesn't sit next to him. Are there any other chairs?
No. All the other chairs are taken up by children. It looks like that chair was set up for you. If you had to guess.
Mavari will like sit next to him, and her expression is changed. It's back to motionless.
Wait. Did she just walk in?
Yeah, she is completely ignoring the rest of the party. She has completely forgotten you guys are there.
I sort of look at Celtra, and then I kind of like give him, kind of like, should we just go in? Kind of look. Should we just? I don't know. It seems like everything's all right. Should we just go in?
I don't know if I would say everything's all right, but we shouldn't let her go in there alone.
You're right. Okay. And then I'm just gonna poke my head in the door, and see if the mood changes any.
Kid.
The tiefling doesn't notice you at all. He doesn't seem to care or pay attention. However, you do not see what Mavari sees. When you poke your head into the room, as opposed to just looking in from the doorway, the nice setting and everything changes. There is food in front of them, but there are no walls. This is a forest area with a table in the middle of it. All the children sitting at the table, they're dirty, they're not clean, they're not well dressed. Their hands are tied. There is a blonde little girl with blue eyes who looks very, very concerned as she's kind of looking back and forth, and she sees you and she's like nodding and smiling. And then there are two, you know what? I'm going to use the word creatures because I don't know what Lorel knows.
Fair.
But there are two creatures who are playing the instrument. It is a male and female, and they are playing a piano and a harp. But they have horns that are kind of swept back on their head like short antlers. And they have the upper half body of a human, but their lower half, it's reminiscent of a goat.
Oh.
Yes. You see one of those playing a harp, one of those playing a piano. Oh, I'm sorry, they're both males. I forgot about something.
For human's sake, they're satyrs, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Your characters may not know that. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Karis would probably not know that at all.
Correct.
Lorel would have a small chance of knowing. Actually, I'm not sure who in this party would know.
Celtra wouldn't.
There's no dungeoneering check. Can I roll nature? Or
Roll whatever Lorel would lean on.
You don't need.
to try to identify these things?
Yeah.
Let's do. I'm gonna say maybe history, or is that a weird one?
No, go with history, because you
Okay.
never know. Like,
Okay.
I want you to roll whatever you want, because even if you roll Arcana, you could say that, there was a spell that somehow involved satyrs somewhere in the past, or you read about it somewhere. With history, it could be the same thing. Maybe, like, your uncle ran into a satyr on drunken night. Like, there's
Gotcha. Okay, that's a 12.
a 12. It's unnatural. That's crazy. Unfortunately, with a 12, these are creatures not from a natural world, so gonna need a little higher to know what they are.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, and is Mavari just sitting?
She is sitting at a table with a gentleman who does look like the red tiefling that I described.
Okay, all right. Gonna look around, and I'm going to look at Mavari and say, Mavari, are you okay? Mavari?
We'll see.
As they talk to you, Amnon holds up a roll from the table, and he says, "Come, sister, how have you been? Father has been missing you. All of us have missed you. You need to come home. That's where the pride is, the blood in the family. Anything new with you? I have taken up to playing the flute. Not very good, but I'm trying."
Oh god, he's a flautist.
The worst kind.
You know of a way home?
But of course. Come on. Come with me. He kind of like wiggles the roll. Yeah? Come on.
I do have a few questions.
Go ahead.
How are our mothers?
Our mothers?
You have more than one?
Yes.
That may be the first time he acknowledges their presence. He kind of raises an eyebrow a little bit towards them and looks back at you. They're fine. Both of our mothers.
Right. And Akmanos?
He's lovely as always.
Right. Well,
All of your family misses you.
yeah, well. I won't be returning home with you, for sure.
Why not?
You're not my brother.
He kind of tilts his head a little bit to the side, and he starts setting the roll down. How do you mean, Mavari?
If you were really Abnon, you would know that Akmanos is dead.
He sighs a little bit and looks down at the table. Don't worry. A little bit of miscommunication, I'm sure. I'll ask Mordai about that later. For now, it's me and you. And would everybody roll initiative, please?
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
I got a
Mavari,
natural
what
20.
did you get?
Really well, I rolled a 17.
Hey,
Nice.
tier
11.
11. You got it. All right. Karist,
16.
16. Celtra,
24.
nice. And Lorel.
2.
I'm sorry?
2.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah.
All right. Celtra, you are up first. You see outside this room, I mean, you're not in it, but it wouldn't be much to get past Lorel to be inside of the room. Your problem, it depends on what you want to do, is that it would take you about 10 feet to get through Lorel because, moving through ally spaces. But you would have no problem seeing since you're right there. But then you'd actually have to move 35 feet to get to him, like once you get past her. So it's a total of about 45 feet to get to him
Okay.
if you wanted to be in melee.
Um.
And you have all the children between you and him, so be careful.
Oh boy. So, how close is Mavari to Amnon?
5 feet.
5 feet. Okay, so she's within getting punched in the face distance.
Yes.
So Celtra is going to move in front of Lorel. That takes up about how much? 10 feet of movement?
Yeah.
Alright, so he is going to reach out and tell Mavari, don't fight back. And he is going to use his bonus action to use telekinesis and pull her away from Amnon. And then try and get closer so that she is not directly within face punch distance. I know I
Okay.
can't make it this turn. Oh wait, no, I can. I can double.
Yeah, you can
I'll
get
use
up in
my-
his face at least.
I'll use my double move action and I'll stand between them, both of them. Like it being in the front when punches happen is not where you usually are.
Alrighty. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
Nah, I'll use my bonus action and my action to dash.
All right. So after that, this Amnon, his horns are almost going to melt away a little bit, and you're going to be able to see kind of like a little bit of sight into what he truly is. And you can see he's actually naked, and you can see leathery wings behind him as he turns and
Gross.
looks at you, Celtra. And he says, "Oh, you want to be friends? That's good.
No.
I could always use a new friend.
Ew.
And would you please make a wisdom saving throw?"
Oh. I'm not good at these.
You got this.
Uh-oh. Oh wait, hold on. I can't do that there.
Yeah.
Oops. 6.
Oh.
Total?
Actually, wasn't much better than what I rolled on.
Oh
I rolled a
no.
5 on DPI.
Oh, that's rough. All right. So,
There's nothing I can do.
all right. So you're under his control, essentially. Oh, I'm trying to see. Hang on. It does not say. I don't think this works like the spell, because you know how the spell you get to repeat the saving throw at the end of every turn. It does not say that.
Oh. It's not ideal.
It does say. If the target suffers any harm or receives a suicidal command, it can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on a success. If the target successfully saves against the effect, or if the effect on it ends, the target is immune to blah blah for the next 24 hours. So I think you're done. So after he does that, Celtra, he's going to continue looking you in the eyes, and he's going to say, now, the big one over there with the armor. Just keep her away from me. I need to get my sister. And he's going to walk away from you to be next to Mavari. That did sound a little weird, my bad. All right. Let's see here. So after that, something strange is about to happen. Now, like I said, you guys are in a forest area. There's a long table in this forested area. The creatures that are playing the piano and the harp are not what Mavari sees. And Mavari sees walls all around this place, but she does not see the forest that is around this place. However, the satyrs and this creature and the children and the giants, those are not the only things that live in this forest. This lush, bright forest. This vision of perfection, like a resolution too high on a TV, you could say, with all these colors just pushing out at you. There are creatures that live here that are intelligent, like ones that would come up on this area, this scene, seeing it happening, and maybe seeing everything as it is. And what would they do?
I don't know. What would they do?
Dylan, as your character is walking through this forested area, you come upon this dinner table, this large, half-naked man, to make it less creepy. We'll give him a loincloth.
They don't show their joke.
He's wearing a loincloth. He's approaching this tiefling woman, which, may or may not be evil, because who knows with them. And he has large leathery wings, and he's talking to this drow, if you even know what one of those are. And you can see a couple of satyrs playing instruments. That's normal. But you also see children at this large table, tied up and looking very, very concerned.
Typical stuff here.
Yeah.
How far away am I?
I mean, it depends on how much skulking in the forest you would do before you wanted to act. I mean, you could have been looking at the scene beforehand and been on the other side of the bush, and then when shit hit the fan, that's when you're like, all right, maybe I'll do something. And I don't want to tell you how to play your character or railroad you. If you would like to attack Mavari, you feel free. If you're like Drow, they're always evil, and you want to attack him, you go right on ahead, daring right up into the character.
That would actually help me, so go ahead and do that.
I say I've just stumbled upon this. That feels like a more fitting place to be.
Yeah.
Seeing a weird creature. Does anyone see me where I am?
I would say nobody sees you because they're not looking for you.
I don't know.
Okay.
Depends. Are you stealthing? I have a pretty high perception.
Yeah, but you're busy.
That's true.
I'm going to give him plot advantage.
Plot
No, we'll
advantage.
just-
There we go.
We'll just say she's busy, so while she usually notices stuff, just right now this slips her view.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull out a bow and arrow, and I'm gonna shoot with a bow and arrow.
Alrighty, who are you shooting? The drow?
Obviously, the drow.
Okay.
I think I'm
advantage.
gonna shoot at the wing of the giant thing because I don't know any of these people, but
Alright.
demons are a lot worse.
He's not exactly giant. Just putting that out there. He's a medium creature.
Big wingspan, though.
Yeah, it's true.
All right. So let's go ahead and roll an attack roll. 14.
Unfortunately, a 14 will not hit. You see this arrow just go right by him, and he kind of looks back at you, and he's like, naughty, naughty.
I'm gonna try it again.
All right. See what you got.
Once again,
With fervor.
with fervor. Drawing back the arrow, closing one eye to see if I can shoot a motherfucker. Same roll. 14.
Yeah.
Miss again.
That's rough. Yeah, it just shoots by him again. He sees it coming this time, just kind of like rolls out of the way of it, and he's like, you, stop that. I don't even know you.
I don't know you either. But you look like a bitch.
Oh, just rude. All right.
Good.
Mavari, it is your turn. You saw her speak to Celtra. He instructed Celtra to turn around and keep the large armored person away from him while he comes to get you. And he stepped up to you. What would you like to do? You still see your brother. You see the walls.
You know what's really great? I still see the room, right?
Yes, you still see the walls, the nice dining area, all the plentiful table and the well-lit candles and the harp and the piano, the lady in the white ball gown, the gentleman in the tux playing the piano. This is nice.
Because he's right there, I'm going to cast Blade Ward onto myself.
Oh.
Which, until my next turn, gives me a resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks.
Oh, that's fun. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, alright, that'll be less fun, but that's okay. Just gonna see how many attacks he gets. Damn, not enough. Alright.
19.
No, it's 13. Don't be silly.
Uh-oh.
Karis, you're somewhere in the dark between Tyr, the children, and what's going on in there. I would say you probably can't even see. Well, actually, let me start here. Would you have been one to go with them?
Let's go with the people.
Okay, so then you're in the middle of the darkness. You can hear it, so you know which direction to go, but you cannot see anything.
Let's see, what attacks don't require line of sight? All right, I'll cast Fog Cloud in the doorway, just so that we are obscured from whatever we're fighting.
So you want to cast Fog Cloud on the doorway itself?
Correct. So then we're all of us are obscured, and we all generally know where we're going.
All right.
Then that's,
Have you used Fog Cloud before? I don't think you have.
I've used it a couple times.
All right, remind me. What does it do?
It's a 20-foot radius sphere, centered on a point within range, the doorway. The sphere spreads around corners, it's heavily obscured, and lasts for up to an hour, unless a wind speed of 10 miles an hour disperses it. And it's concentration, so I can drop it anytime.
So, I have a question. Does that mean that Lorel can't see again?
Correct. None of us can see,
Poor girl.
but we can't be seen.
All right. Okay, that's fair enough. So, is there anything else you would like to do?
I'll move into the room.
Okay.
So And well, I'll move to the room to the left so that I'm out of everyone's way.
All right, that'll take roughly about 25 feet because of movement through the Lorel, but yeah, you can do that. And
Yeah,
still
exactly. Yeah, as maximizing movement speed.
All right. Cheer. It's your turn. You're surrounded by about 25 kids. You're in the only spot of light in this entire hallway. You can hear fighting down the hall. Not really even fighting yet. Just shit happening. Hear a little bit of conversation, like muffled.
I send my pseudo dragon ahead to find out what's going on, and if there are any children, try to help them get released. And I stand guard over the children while trying to encourage them that it's all okay. That's it.
Okay. Can your pseudo dragon see and like can he what's his sight like?
I mean dark vision?
Yeah.
Let me
he has
see
blind
just a
sight.
sec. I have dark vision. As far as my pseudo dragon, I'm sorry, that's not something I have up at the exact second, but give me just a moment and I'll be able to tell you.
No, you're good. I got it. So your pseudo dragon can move through all this with no problem.
There we go.
Because he has blind sight.
Blind sight, I see that.
And his movement speed is flying 60. All right. So your pseudo dragon just kind of flies by, goes by Lorel, because it is a tiny creature, so he is not impeded by her at all.
And it's misty, so nobody can see me anyway.
And well, I mean, everybody sees him as you feel.
We have telepathy.
Let's see here. Simple ideas and emotions and images. Okay. So you feel and you can see in your mind little children sitting at a table tied up. And you see him just kind of float over the table and start chewing on the ropes that are tying the children's hands. Just kind of like in the middle of all of this, an arrow flies by and he's just like, do, chewing on the rope.
Send the children to me as they get loose.
You see a thumbs up with a pseudo dragon claw, whatever that looks like. Lorel, you see what's going on, and all of a sudden, a cloud around you, and you can't see anymore. But you know which direction they were. What do you want to do?
Okay, well, if I can see the direction that they were, I'm going to go for not Mavari's brother. How many feet away am I in that general direction, since I can't see anything?
You're about 35 feet.
About 35 feet?
Well, 30 feet. He's at the very head of the table.
Mm-hmm.
So if you tried to... Oh, shit, no, I'm sorry. He moved to be beside Mavari. So he's on the other side of the table now. So if you hopped over the table, he'd be 45 feet away.
Okay, so... Is there any obstacle between me and him? Which is the table, yes?
Well, the table and the children, but if you don't care about them, you can just kind of shove them out of the way.
I mean, like, I care about the kids. I don't care about that stupid table. Is it one of those things where I can't see anything? I've got to say, can I just run down the length of the table?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can run down the length of the table. I mean, it's got fucked up because there's
Count
food
on top
on it,
of him and destroy him?
Yeah.
Who cares about the food? Yeah, no, I'll do that. I'll jump on the table, run down the length of it, and then smash his skull in.
Let's go a little slower because that's not going to happen.
Okay.
So you're 15 feet from the table itself, from the doorway.
Okay.
And then an extra 5 feet to get on top of the table.
Okay.
So that's 20 feet. And then to get down the table to where he is another 20 feet.
Okay.
And then to get where he is 5 feet from there.
Then that stopped me on the table then.
Okay. So, if you use your move and your action, you can get to him. It would just take a lot.
I'll...
It's a total of 50 feet uses.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, go ahead. We'll do that.
All right. So you jump down from the table after running across it to be behind him, essentially, as he's standing in front of Mavari. That's fun. And after that, Celtra, it is your turn. Do as you're told.
I have to go fight Mavari. Not Mavari, Lorel.
I mean, yeah, don't fight Mavari.
I'm afraid that might not be much of a fight.
Aw, that's just mean.
Rude.
That's one less he'll be
Celtra is
getting
going
today.
to. Can I get on the table and go that far?
Well, I mean, it's a little easier for you because you ran up to him before. So if you move around the table, that'd be 15 feet.
All right,
You can go over the table, but you're well. Actually, you are the same height. So yeah, you could do it. Just it would be actually exactly the same, 15 feet, just because of the extra movement to get up there.
Table fight.
You want to take the high ground?
Let's
Yes.
dance.
All right. So you hop up on the table. You come up to the round. Would he say anything, or would Celtra be too?
It depends on what I would be able to say. Like, am I aware that I am under control, or is this just like a Celtra is mindless do as say right now?
I believe you're exactly yourself. You just do exactly as he says.
Okay,
For 7 days.
7 days.
7 days.
So, is Samara here? Am I gonna die?
You won't last that long.
Alright.
Oh, damn.
I mean, if you punch me one good time and within your aura, I hopefully will be able to make the save this time.
Yeah, you're my aura.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna make 2 swings against Lorel. I am not in control of myself. I sound like the Meet the Robinsons. Oh God, I'm sorry.
Oh my.
The first hit's a natural 20.
Oh,
Do it. PvP, baby.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. This is really gonna fucking hurt.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. This is really gonna fucking hurt. I wonder if judges hear that.
Don't worry.
Judges probably do all the time.
Don't worry. Right. Don't worry. I'll get you
Okay.
right back at you.
So, I would like to say though that this is better than getting hit twice because you only get his damage bonus once.
Yeah.
Is it? But also,
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty. Let's see if wants to be on my side. It's all right. I'm in my own aura. It's fine. It's
the fact that you
perfectly
can be
fine.
brought back makes this okay because I know Mavari can save you, so I get to
Okay,
enjoy
good.
this.
Yeah, 31.
You saved
Oh,
it.
shit.
It's still gonna hurt because that's 8 d10s.
All right.
But I'll just do 4 because it's half.
Is the 25 is also added?
Yes, so you take 49 damage.
Ah,
God.
hot damn. Ah,
So this is why Celtra's
Last time I was here.
that hurts like a Marvin has.
When did he become the DPS?
always.
I need some clarification.
Let's do this shit.
Last
This-
time I was here, he
swings
did
at
like
you.
2 damage.
I've gotten more stuff. Celtra
Yeah.
swings at you like, wow, I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry.
This shit
It's
got
cool.
real fast.
It's cool. Good swing. Oh, good arm. Oh God.
Holy shit.
Good
You
arm.
know what? I think this demon's about to take somebody else instead. That was impressive. He's kind of like eyeing Mavari and Celtra, and he's like, why are we taking this woman? This dude's way better.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Oh crap! I can't let go.
It's okay. It's not you. It's not you. I'll snap you out of it. Don't worry.
Oh, I assume. So after that, the guy that I have nicknamed
Naked Fred.
Venrel's Vengeance.
Fred. I was thinking Fred myself.
actually he's Al. On my initiative tracker just because it's 2 letters and I was being simple about it. So Al, let's see here. He's not supposed to kill you, but there's too many people for him to take you away. I think he's gonna try to knock you into unconsciousness. I think that's the best way to deal with you without killing you.
Hold still.
He's gonna punch you in the face a lot and go to sleep, go to sleep. Yeah, he's gonna ball up his No, he's not. He's gonna claw you. Fuck that shit. He doesn't know you. Mavari, he's gonna claw at you twice. You see your brother suddenly grow these black claws out of his hands, and the illusion, it's not an illusion spell, so I kind of hate to say it, but the illusion of who he is starts to fade a little bit as he does this. But these black claws grow out of this red tiefling's fingertips as he kind of like snarls at you and strikes twice towards you. And I will say, until you look really hurt. So if you start to look really hurt, let me know. Yeah, I know. I hate telling you that ahead of time, but it is what it is. All right. So the first hit is an 18.
That's right on the money.
Oh, bingo. All right. So that is... That's a lot of damage. That is 17 points of slashing damage, not halved, and that is 5 points of necrotic damage.
Why is the slashing damage not halved if I'm resistant to it?
Because he didn't have it for you.
Oh, okay.
Yes. What my lawyer said.
I don't know what half of 17 is.
8.
Or 9 if round up.
We round down in 5e. We round up in 3.5. All right. Second swing is a 25.
Yeah, fucking hits.
Oh, 8 points of slashing damage. Ew, but 8 points of necrotic.
Is that halved?
No. He's a righty, so just the left, he kind of brought the claw, but he's not really holding it right. Didn't really get a good sink in there. He just kind of like flopped you with his arm, basically. Instead of getting that good hit, like a real man to a woman. Anyway.
Oh.
After that is the guy who completely lost power last turn. Let's see if that doesn't happen again. Dylan.
That's funny.
What would you like to do? What would your character like to do? This random dude from this forest.
Nobody's turned to look at him, but he gets a little frustrated. Just drops the bow on the ground for a second, swaps out for his nice sword, and just runs at the drow. I'm gonna swing to hit the drow because he's attacking people.
Show me what you've got.
Let's see. 20, not WP. Alright. Let's see how... Cash money, 17.
17 does not hit.
Did you say cash money?
Yes.
Wait. I'm sorry, you said you were shooting Darren? Celtra?
Yeah,
Yes.
he attacked somebody.
Oh. Well, I guess, yeah, the drow did attack the half-elf. I get it.
17 doesn't hit.
Sorry, racial stereotype, but I don't trust you.
Fair enough. I wouldn't trust me right now either.
Alright, try
Yeah,
again.
crazy.
Alright, come on, cash money! 21! There we
That
go.
does hit, though.
Oh.
Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and roll damage. That's going to be 12 points of slashing damage. He charges up behind you and like, stop attacking people! And just stabs you.
I mean, that's part of the job. But I didn't mean to attack Lorel. Alright, that's 12 damage. And I get to remake the save?
Yeah, you get to remake the save.
Alright, 1d20 plus 1. Oh, wait, no, and then I'm within Lorel's aura, which is another plus 4.
Uh-huh.
Alright, 16.
Fail.
Oh. We might be in a spot of bother, guys. That was an okay roll I just made.
Asa.
PvP.
I will say, this guy was sent to y'all alone. Do not underestimate him.
That's fair. Oh crap, I use Flash of Genius a lot. Alright, well, I'm screwed.
Can you use Flash of Genius on that?
I can, but I only have one left.
All right.
And
So I might-
let's see. What do I want to do here?
I don't know. You shot one
Bonus
person, not
action.
another.
No, I missed my first attack, remember? That's an action, so I'm not going to do that yet. Nope. I will use Chromatic Infusion on my sword.
Ooh. That sounds
As
fancy.
a bonus
What is
action,
that?
you can touch... This is part of my Gift of the Chromatic Dragon. So, fun stuff. As a bonus action, you can touch a simple or martial weapon and infuse it with one of the following damage types: acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. I'm gonna go with lightning. For the next minute, the weapon deals an extra 1d4 of the chosen type when it hits. After you use this bonus action, you can't do so again until a long rest. So for 1 minute, my sword does lightning damage as well. And as he curses again, Shaisa, and he just spits at his sword, and lightning starts to spark off of it as the draconic form of a spirit kind of fades away from the blade.
I like how he gets angry at himself. I get it.
That's an interesting magic word.
So, Karis, you feel a little bit aroused, or somebody bringing on some lightning around you.
Okay, so I was going to ask, so what color is this guy?
Oh, that's important to you? Huh?
Yes.
Huh?
We've established this. Garrus is a little bit racist.
Nobody
Everyone's
has
a little
seen
bit
him
racist.
yet. Nobody's really looked at him, so we're not doing his description yet.
I'm waiting till someone actually looks at me to say anything.
That's fine. That's perfectly
Right now,
fine.
he's just a figment of your imagination.
And cursing a lot.
Get it? Because we're playing fucking D&D.
Also,
All right, that's my turn.
All right. Anyway, so, let's see here. You know what? We'll wait. Mavari,
Yeah.
what would you like to do? You see behind this guy, Celtra come to Lorel, and he says sorry as he beats the shit out of her. And then some other guy that you can't really get a good look at comes up behind Celtra and whacks him. It's a whacking train. And then there's some little dragon on the table chewing at ropes. That's weird.
Got it. I'm going to disengage from this motherfucker in front of me. And I'm going... Is there the fog cloud in the room with them?
The fog cloud is in the doorway. So I guess technically you can't really see the door because it's a 20-foot radius.
Cool. I'm going to literally disappear into the fog.
All right. And you can run like a motherfucker, so...
I can. I'm going to get to, like, a corner of the room once I hit the fog. Like, as far as away at the, like, where he can't see me in the fog anymore. As far away as I can get from this dude.
I'm sorry, I'm seeing if he actually can see through it, but no, he can't. He has nothing that can help him. All right. So if you stay in the room, or you go into the hallway?
I'm staying in the room. I'm just getting away from him and hiding in the fog. Because I can't see through it. I'm going to assume he can't see through it.
You run into the fog, and you kind of like start getting quiet so you can hide, and you hear this heavy breathing behind you.
Oh,
Karis,
no.
it's your turn. You feel this small tiefling bump into you. Karis, I do have a question, though. So you cast Fog Cloud and then moved into the room?
Correct.
Okay.
Like, I know where the doorway is, and if I trip over something that's on the left of the door, then so be it.
No. There is one thing I would ask, though. Would you roll a D100?
Yes, absolutely.
I apologize. I forgot. Hopefully this isn't something that would change the world.
86.
Oh, what?
86.
86. Oh, bollocks. Steven, tell us a joke.
So there was a news report where there's a hurricane coming up to the southeast of the United States, and it was saying everybody needs to evacuate. And there was a good lady, a devout, God-fearing woman that said, "I'm not going to run. God will save me." So some time passes, and the neighbors are all evacuating. The police are helping them, and they knock on her door, and they said, "Ma'am, we're evacuating the area. There's going to be a huge hurricane, and you need to leave." And she said, "No, I've been going to church all my life. God will save me." And then the rain started coming down, winds blowing. National Guard is making some last trips through, and the lady said, and they say, "Ma'am, this house is going to be flooded, and you're not going to be able to escape. You need to come with us." And she said, "No, I have faith that God will save me." So a couple days pass, and the Coast Guard is flying overhead, and they see this woman on the roof of her house. No boat, no access to food, nothing. And they say, "Ma'am, you need to come with us. You're not going to survive out here." And she said, "I have faith that God will save me." So of course she starves to death or drowns. And she meets Peter in the gates of heaven, and she said, I believed in God. I've been a good God-fearing woman all my life. Why didn't you save me?" To which God said, "Well, I sent the police, I sent the army, I sent the Coast Guard. I'm not quite sure what else you expected."
Oh,
It's a good one. Solid.
What the fuck? I feel bad now that I'm the one laughing. What the hell's wrong with you people? That shit was hilarious.
That's my favorite religious joke.
It wasn't.
Joke
It
like
wasn't
20 years ago.
Oh, I've never heard it. Damn it. All right. I love
Sorry,
it.
unless something catches me off guard, I actually don't laugh at anything, even if it is funny.
That was kind of long. You had that ready to go. Good for you.
Like I said, it's my favorite religious joke.
So Karis, what would you like to do as you feel Mavari bump into you in this corner and you are in this fog cloud, unable to see anything except for maybe this little tiefling in front of you because she's wearing a black robe?
Okay, so from the sounds of it, nothing in the world changed. So now I'm going to do guiding bolts.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, at the one antagonist that I see, the main guy. 14?
14, unfortunately, will not hit. All of you guys at the end of the table. Celtra, oh, you're shooting blindly. You know what? Nah, it says you shoot within the... Nah, we won't do that. Okay, so Celtra, Lorel, who else is back there? Dylan, you all see out from this fog cloud comes 4 of these bolts of light towards this gentleman. This red tiefling type creature, and he just kind of ducks out of the way quickly as 4 bolts fly past him. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Well, now I'm sad because I feel like I missed on a power attack. Oh wait, should I roll another D100?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to say too much until y'all really understand it. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Move out of the fog cloud because I'm frustrated that I missed.
Towards the fight or back into the house?
Towards the fight.
Okay. You want to go kind of away from the doorway, or do you want to go towards the piano and hurt people? Or towards the children?
Towards towards the guy at the end of the table. That was masquerading as Mavari's brother.
All right. So you head, we'll go with to your left, to go on the north side of the table, to go around it. And as you step out of the fog cloud, you see 3 other Karis in the exact same space as you, and they seem to be mimicking exactly your walk and your movements. And as you turn to look at all of them, they're also turning to look around them. And it's getting a little weird.
Okay, well, I'm going to take 10 feet away from my movement speed just because I'm very confused.
Okay, you kind of run out of the fog cloud and stop after like 10 feet.
I think I'm going to run into someone and then I realize what's going on.
Yeah, they're mimicking it also. Like they're stopping, kind of stepping back, leaning back on their heel. They're like looking around confused like you. It's fun. And Lorel and Celtra, you do see 4 Karis at the end of the table. You see the children are now screaming as 4 giant dragon men have come out of this fucking cloud. And there's fighting going on around them, and they're just, they can't do this anymore. Although one of the little children is having their ropes bit by this dragon, little dragon on the table, and it's small and cute, so they're just like, hee.
Lots of dragons. Lots
Dragons.
of dragons.
It is a dragon dinner.
Dragon Day.
A I should
Day
probably
of
mute
the
myself
Dragon.
when I do that. All right.
Dragon Day.
So after that, tier. There's a lot going on. You can kind of, what does it say? Simple ideas and shit. Hold on. Simple ideas, emotions, and images. So pretend all I've said is simplified, and you see what he sees.
Has he got letting one of them loose yet?
Ah.
How long in between intervals will they be able to get through the ropes?
I'll say yeah. I mean, it's not. He could chew like their little wrist rope off, and he could set them free one per turn. I'll say.
All right, I think that's viable. Move on to the next child, and I send my manifest mind ball of energy into the room to. That is not a spell, by the way, so don't hit me on that. And to tell me what the hell's going on in the room when I get there.
I mean, I do want to talk about that though. Like, huh? Let's start with and then go from there. What you want to?
As a sage, I can literally turn my spell book into my additional focus and a free roaming turret for the back. I can every now and then use it to the number of times proficiency in a day to cast my spells through it. It moves through it. I can use it to see through and determine what's going on in the area.
What does it look like? Does it look like you, or?
It's a little ball of energy. It's pretty much personalized to the caster. It's a little ball of energy that constantly shifts between elements.
That's cool. Okay, so you guys see a random ball come in the room, and you see exactly what's happening.
But you've seen me cast it before, so shouldn't be an issue.
Oh, have we?
Yes, I've used it before to cast through. And the big
I know.
bad... Go ahead.
I know how it works. Don't worry.
Dylan's character doesn't.
Oh, no, he has no idea what's going on.
All right.
Well, I used it in 2 fights so far, so it showed up.
All right, so you move into the room. You see what's going on. The pseudo dragon is chewing through ropes. What's his name again?
And you put me on the spot. I
You
had
didn't name
his
it?
name. Pendleton is what it was.
I don't think I've asked that because I don't remember it being that awesome. All right, so Pendleton is chewing on the ropes of these children, freeing them, and as he does it, they're getting kind of excited while also full of fucking fear. And you also see the 4 Karis at the end of the table looking at each other, very confused. Lorel. Celtra, something's wrong with him.
What?
He attacked you. I don't know why he would do that. That is rude.
Rude. He's got one. That was one hell of an attack. Ooh, that hurt. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to ball up my fist,
Uh-oh.
gear back as far as I can, and then I'm just gonna like gently touch his chest. My hand is gonna glow. I'm gonna cast protection from good and evil. On Celtra.
That was funny.
And I'm just gonna tell him like I know this isn't you, Celtra. Let me help you. So for the people at home, unfortunately is concentration, but I've got a bit of a plan. So until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elements, fae, fiends, and undead. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throw against the relevant effect.
Nice.
So now, Celtra, you have saving throws on all of these. One of
You have
them's got to land.
advantage.
Yes, with advantage. One of them, one of them's got to land. And then, as a bonus action, I'm gonna get second wind because ow, that hurt. a lot. So
I can imagine.
yeah. So let me go ahead and roll that real quick.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
I don't have. Whoops, that's not correct. Okay, 8. I'll take it. No, that's it.
All right, Celtra, it's your turn.
I'm gonna attack the person that fucking stabbed.
You're gonna attack Lorel.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh,
So you,
Yeah,
He
I
told
didn't
you
hurt
to.
you. I didn't hurt you, but
that's fair.
yeah. My stupid ass. What are the odds of me being able to hit my high AC again?
Fair.
It's concentration, so here's hoping to shoot.
I will attack Lorel, I guess.
Go ahead, bring it on.
27.
Why would you talk shit to him?
Jesus.
Because it's funny.
This is what he does.
It's hilarious.
Now you have to roll concentration.
But
All right,
but it's funny.
Celtra, what was the second hit?
Well, 27 and 25.
Jesus.
You're my battle buddy.
Lorel, what's your AC?
21 right now.
Oh.
It's okay. Celtra's the one that's gonna kill me. That's gonna be some serious mental scarring on his part. I kind of like it.
Actually, I don't know if he remembers this afterwards. I have to look at it.
Serious drama. Well, he knows what he's doing. I can't imagine that he wouldn't know. All right, I got those damages put in.
All right, and then I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
Alrighty, can do. I also have to roll for concentration. What is that again? I'm not a spell lady.
Constitution. So just a bunch of Constitution checks.
Okay, so let's start with the 2 Constitution saving throws from Celtra. So the first one is a 20.
Pass.
The second one is a 31. Where are these natural 20s coming
Holy
from?
shit.
Okay. All right, and then my concentration is a D20
Wait.
plus what?
Okay, so what's the poison damage?
I haven't rolled it yet.
Okay, so we gotta get that before we know the DC.
Okay, go for it.
It'll be 13 plus.
I'll just do 2d10. 6.
Alrighty.
13
And
plus
then-
6, so 19. So your DC is 10 on the first one.
And then, oh boy, that one's a lot harder.
And then.
That one's 21. So
Not
it'll still
really.
be 10, but
Well, she saved on both, didn't she? Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so- it'll just be 10 on both.
So Lorel does not look good at all. I dare say, if I had to put a number on it, I'd say 4. You really fucked me up, Celtra. Ice for role playing down the road. Anyway, my concentration. What do I have to roll for that?
Constitution saving throw. 2 of them. All you have to do is get a 10, and you are good to go.
Another natural 20. Why?
Bro.
Okay, fine, whatever. All right,
This is where your natural
PvP.
20.
exactly. this is-
Easiest DC ever. And you're cutting.
And 24.
All right, so you hold protection from good and evil as Celtra smacks you.
Celtra, you're killing me.
for-
Step
what's
out
the
of
total
it.
damage? What is this? That's 22 plus. Where's the poison? There. 28. Oh my god. 40 points of damage. Celtra, you're in the wrong line of work.
Step out of it.
You were meant to assassinate paladins. I might not be kidding. I mean, your future's looking bright, but not for the side
For
you're
me.
working for currently. If this was a job interview, you got it. All right. So, Celtra, is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
Let's see. Until I do have a bonus action. Actually, I will use my bonus action to telekinetically push old boy behind me off the table.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
So
What's your
I need
face?
I need you to make me a strength saving throw, Dylan.
Oh, strength saving throw?
Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
Jesus.
I don't have horrible strength. You know. What's the DC?
It's 15.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I forgot to add my proficiency bonus. That would have been a 19 if I had
60. You beat it anyway.
Oh.
So you managed
Jesus.
to resist being thrown off the table.
That is rude.
So is stabbing.
You stab friend first.
Which one of these is your friend?
I don't
None of
really
them.
have an excuse for that.
From what I understand, he is friends with her, so he's stabbing his own friend, so I'm gonna stab him.
How do you know they're friends?
I apologize.
How they're talking.
He apologized.
They're talking.
I mean,
He
surely you're
apologized
not the first person to apologize as they hit a woman. All right. So after that, Al, he's going to look at you, Celtra. He's going to turn around and kind of look at you and then look at Lorel. And he's going to telepathically say to you, go after your friend and convince her and then take her into the forest. I will handle this. And then he's going to find out what kind of action that is. Oh, it's a free action. He's going to attack Lorel for a 24 to hit.
Yes, that does hit.
How close am I to Lorel?
Since you're pushed away, 5
I
feet
didn't
away.
get pushed away.
Oh, fuck. Okay, you're right there on her.
So she's within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
Lorel, what's your AC?
21.
I wouldn't help. Fuck.
I appreciate the gesture, though.
I was thinking of using another fun thing I have, but
I'm
okay, curious, but I also want to see it used, so I have mixed feelings. You know what? Save it for now. Tell us about it when it works. No offense.
just decrease your roll by exactly 1 and it'll work.
Shit. Watch this next roll. It's going to be fun. All right. That is 7 points of slashing and 7 points of necrotic.
I am down.
Really? He was low as fuck.
Yeah, no, Celtra fucked me up.
Yeah, he does that.
He's
This
a
creature
strong
is
boy.
going to walk past Lorel to the new person, kind of being beside Celtra, and he's going to say, I don't know who you are, but you've picked a wrong fight today. And he's going to swing on you for a 25 to hit.
Oof. Oof. Yeah, that hits.
All right. 11 points of slashing, 10 points of necrotic.
So 21 points of damage.
Yes, sir. And I'm sorry. And Karis, you do see all of this happen.
You're a bitch.
Just jealousy. Oh, it's hurtful.
Good.
And it is your turn, Dylan. This dude is in your face.
Blatz is gonna look between the two. I do not know which one to hit. He's gonna hit Celtra again.
All right.
But this time it's going to hit harder.
I hope that helps. It doesn't, but I hope it helps.
See? 21 to hit. As he strikes, lightning surges through Celtra, and you deal 14 points of damage, 13 points of slashing, 1 point of electricity.
It still hurts.
It's a good little stack there. All right, so
you go down
this
now.
time, I will use Flash of Genius to give myself another +4. So
you
that's
have
18.
advantage.
No, she's unconscious.
Oh, fucking shit.
Yeah, she lost concentration.
But I give myself an 18.
Unfortunately, an 18 is not enough. But if you had used it last time, you would have made it.
Silvery barbs.
I'm sorry, what?
Silvery barbs. This spell allows you to re-roll any ability save or attack. It's an instantaneous, and I had saved my spell action.
Okay, so it's 19.
Wait, no. What? Do you have to be able to see the person?
I have a manifest there.
Sure, he does have his little spellbook floating there.
All right.
It's one of the reasons I sent it in there, so I could actually participate in the battle.
So Celtra is not under his effects anymore.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So with the casting of silvery barbs from the sparkling balls, Celtra kind of shakes out of it, and you know who your enemy is. And he knows that he's fucked.
Do I know that Celtra is out of this thing?
Do you have an insight?
Passive insight, or I'm not proficient in insight. No.
I would say probably not. You don't know him, so you don't really have a lot of like insight into who he is to be like, oh, okay, well, this is what his face looks like when he's betraying his party because of a spell.
All right, I'm gonna have to attack him again. I'm not metagaming here.
Go ahead.
All right, let's see if this hits. 19.
This time, Celtra will use shield.
My AC was 21.
No,
Oh, no,
my
I'm sorry,
AC
that was
is
the roast.
my AC is 18. I will use shield to boost it to 23.
His sword clangs against your
Stop
energy.
hitting me!
Are you
Stop
not
hitting
trying
me.
to kill friend? Are you not trying to kill person? Not demon? What?
I'm not a demon.
No, demon
I'm about to
there.
kill a demon.
I'm not demon.
Not you. Well,
Oh,
maybe you.
I
I
forgot
don't
you
know that
had
yet.
shield. Should have had you use that before.
Okay. All right, let's see.
All right. So, unless
that'll
you
be
have something
turn.
else to do. All right, Mavari, it is your turn. You felt Karis because he's pretty unique. He walked past you back into the room,
Pretty unique.
and you are in this fall cloud, unable to see, but you can hear everything going on.
Did I hear Lorel hit the table?
Well, she was on the ground.
So did she hear her hit the table? Can Mavari affect Lorel in any possible way? Well, who knows, but we'll find out next week.
I've been trying to find a vocal effector on my
Fuck?
Karis,
Yeah.
you sound like a robot.
Ironically,
Like the Toonami robot.
he's become the thing that he hates.
Hold on.